Hey everyone, welcome to CoveredCall ETF Investing, your central hub for deep CoveredCall ETF data. And today's video, it's going to be a shorty. So excited to share with all of you the fact that the CoveredCall ETF ALLSTAR tracker takes the most massive leap forward as far as an upgrade is concerned. No longer is the data that you see within it static data, meaning just data pulled from the last trading day every single month that you then have to wait until the next month to get the next batch of static data. Now the data is live, meaning that during the trading day, throughout the trading hours, I should say, the data will be coming in live, meaning your yields will be changing live. Your volume, your AUMs, your performance data, that's all going to be changing live Monday through Friday and through those trading hours. So, of course, as always, that's available on my Patreon, which will be in the description below, or the very first comment that you see to check out for yourself. $13. I think you get tremendous value for that, even just to try it out for yourself. But as far as I'm concerned, wanting to invest in these CoveredCall ETFs, these high yield income funds for many, many decades to come, having tools like this in the arsenal, even for just myself, and to be able to share with all of you is and will make, hopefully help you out with your investing decisions going forward. So let's check that out. All right, so let's go through what exactly is live, what isn't live, and give you at least a taste of what you're in for if you decide to become part of the Patreon community and pick this tool up for yourselves. So as we see here, I'm just using the BMO ETFs as an example. I've filtered it, and we're also on the Canadian tab. There is a US listed tab as well for all the CoveredCall ETFs on the US side of things. But anyway, right now we're just looking at BMO. So in this first section, which is your daily quote section, your forward yields, current price, daily volume, average volume, 52-week high, 52-week low, all that data is now live, which, I mean, especially for the yields, that's why it's highlighted in bold black, because I know that's what you guys are naturally gravitate towards first. You want to see that first. Okay, so all that information is now live. We now get into the performance section. Everything here is also live. It's also expanded. So whereas before we only had price performance from 1 week all the way up to, say, 1 year, I think 3 year and 5 year I offered total return, but now that has expanded where we get total return for 1 month, for 3 months, 6 months, year to date, and 1 year as well. You'll notice that there are a couple of gaps in here, which was fairly consistent with the other trackers. So part of this there will be ongoing refinement. I'm still going to put out a new tracker every single month with added columns and spots where I've been able to kind of clean up some of these gaps. So nothing abnormal about that. That was always part of those other trackers there as well. Okay, so moving along into kind of the fund manager section. This data is all static except for a column I've added, outstanding shares and AUM. So I'm using price performance and outstanding shares to get the most truest up-to-date AUM that you can get on a every 20-minute basis during the trading hours. The one really nice thing about this that I didn't expect, and I don't think I've ever mentioned in a video, but all the .B funds, which are the hedged funds on the Canadian side of things, and all the .U funds from all the other fund managers, you'll notice all their AUMs have been basically lumped in together. Like it's all within the umbrella of the main fund, right? So so for those other fund managers, for example, you would have, say, a .U fund like ZWB.U here, and it would have the same AUM as ZWB. But now BMO's good about this. They've always separated that out. All their .B, .U funds, they separate out their AUM. So we've always gotten the truest AUMs with BMO funds, but that's not the case with Evolve and Hamilton. I want to say Brompton as well. Definitely Evolve. and harvest as well. So now we do get those true AUMs for the .B and .U funds. So check out the tracker just to explore that for yourself. And then as we move into the next section, which is the distribution section, we have dividend streaks, inception dates, the June distribution, like all this remains static. I'm gonna look at ways to make this live. So as soon as the distribution gets announced, ideally it gets populated into here. So that's something else that I'll be working on as well, along with refining the live data. I'm also going to be looking at doing charting as well, tabs for charting, and I'll be working on portfolio trackers going forward. So that will be something separate. I know I've been asked, I'll probably also add in a tab down here just for my own portfolio. So once I build a tracker, or I should say build a portfolio tracker, I'm going to add it into its own tab here. And therefore you can follow my portfolio live, like basically to the minute. And that's just another layer of transparency. I don't do a lot of buying or selling, so I'm pretty boring in that regard. You guys, honestly, it'll be something you'll glance at every once in a while, but I don't make too many trades here and there. Only things that will benefit my portfolio for the long haul and that are sufficient enough to sustain my goals going forward. Another thing too that I'll show you guys that you can also try out for yourself, but there is a Google Sheets app, and I'll show it here, but you can get this data on your phone as well and filter it on your phone. We're going through, and this is all of the BMO. I know you guys probably can't see it all that well, but basically right now is what you're looking at on screen is what you're looking at here on my phone as well. So you can get the performance data. Basically everything stays the same, and you can have that info on the fly. So very handy. I use that feature naturally on a daily basis to see something will come up, or I might hear something or read something. Then I just need to quickly look at the performance data just overall in one spot. Having it on the go like that in the Google Sheets app is once again insanely powerful. You don't necessarily only need the desktop, but thought it was important to share that with you guys. So as of right now, the tracker is available. You can pick up for yourself on my Patreon, which will be the first comment you see or in the description below. And as always, if you like what you see, hit all the buttons of the likes and subscribe variety, and I'll see you all in the next video.